From the great state of Alabama.
I would like to personally thank the people of Alabama that voted me here so that I was able to achieve even a position as senator representing the state of Alabama. I would like to thank my parents for their support, and I would like to thank the good Lord up above for every blessing that He has bestowed upon me, including even being here and just the opportunity to meet all of you. That being said, I think that's about all the personal thanks I have. I cast my vote for Ryan Jung.
Hi, I would like to first thank everyone that got me here. I'd like to thank the great state of Alabama and the American Legion for getting me here. I couldn't have done it without them. I thank my family, my mom and my dad, and the good Lord. I couldn't have done anything without him. He's led me through my life. And I'm thankful for meeting every single one of you. After listening to the speeches and the debates, I have to say that I cast my vote for Mr. Demetrius Owens.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Alaska.
Hello. Jonathan Ford, representing Alaska. I'd like to thank my stepmom and my dad, and Kevin Collier, my sponsor from the American Legion post in Anchorage, I do believe. And then, who I voted for, right? All right. And I cast my vote for Ryan Jung. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Kevin Collier, my American Legion sponsor for American Legion Post 28 in Anchorage. And I'd like to thank my dad for putting me on the Sons of the American Legion so I got to come to this great program. I cast my vote for Demetrius Owens.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Arizona.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Ethan Williamson. I'm from Virginia, representing the state of Arizona. I would like to, first off, thank the state of Virginia, Boise State. I would like to thank Mr. Rick Ortell, who presided over my interview board and read over my, albeit very long-winded essay that we had to write at Virginia Boise State. I'd like to thank my rock of a family, my high school NJROTC program, for providing me with the opportunity to go in front of my American Legion post 354. And I would also like to thank the good Lord above, because He deigned it necessary as part of my plan to come here and meet all of you incredibly fine people, and once again notify me that I'm never the smartest person in the room. With that being said, I would like to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Liam Reeser, representing Arizona from the state of Virginia. First off, I'd like to thank all of you. It's been a truly incredible week to be with all of you. I'd also like to thank my parents and my family for making it possible for me to come here. I'd like to thank Virginia Boys State, specifically Mr. Ortell, who ran our process for picking Boys Nation delegates, and Mr. Hartman, my counselor. I'd like to also thank the post that sent me here, Post 176. I really appreciate them for sending me to Boise State so that I could come here. And I'd like to thank my school, my teachers, and my counselors who put me up to this, and I really appreciate that they let me come here after coming to Boise State. It's been an amazing experience. With that being said, I cast my vote for Senator Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Arkansas.
Good evening. My name is Senator Richard Ware from the great state of Arkansas, and I would like to thank my friends, my family, Hope High School, and the town of Hope, Arkansas, for supporting me in all of my endeavors. And I would also like to thank all of you for providing me with an amazing week so far. I've really enjoyed myself. And with that, I would like to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Good evening. I'm Senator Richard Liu from Arkansas. I'd like to thank my family, specifically my mom, for forcing me to apply even after the deadline. I'd like to thank all of the people at Boise State who got me here, specifically Hutchinson County. You guys were amazing, inspirational. I'd like to thank the wonderful staff at Boys State who taught me how to write speeches, how to be confident in campaign. I'd like to thank Little Rock Central High, my counselor, Miss Brown, Miss Medley, Miss Keith for sort of helping me with this process and sponsoring me. I'd like to thank Little Rock Central, and I'd like to thank all of the friends who've got me here and the ones I've made here. With that being said, I vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of California.
Good evening. My name is Ryan Jung, representing California and also from California. First, I'd like to thank my family for their unwavering support along this journey, and also the newspaper staff at California Boys State for teaching me the value of hard work and dedication, and also my sponsoring post 291 of Newport Harbor. With that being said, my vote goes for Senator Jung.
My name is Weston Jenkins from the state of California, representing California. I'd like to thank my school for providing me with the education that allowed me to get here. I'd like to thank everyone at Boise State that helped me get to where I am, particularly my city councilors for the city of Robinson, Garrett, and Lawrence. I'd like to thank absolutely everyone else on the staff of Boise State and Boise Nation for putting on this wonderful program. I'd like to thank Post 66, my sponsoring post in California. I would like to thank my family, both my parents, my wonderful girlfriend, and my brother Cormac, who is an absolute inspiration to me and a role model. That being said, I cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung. Thank you.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Colorado.
I am McConnell Bristol, representing the great state of Colorado. There's a few people I'd like to thank for their support. My friends, my parents, my two brothers, Bill Marshall and Post 209 of the American Legion in Colorado Springs for sending me to Boise State. All of the citizens of Colorado Boise State, especially D. Herrera City and Kohler County, and everybody here for this great experience. And I'm proud to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Hello, my name is Rudy Skurboth from the great state of Colorado. I would like to thank my parents and my grandparents who helped me get here, as well as everyone from Boise State who helped elect me, and I would like to cast my vote for Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Connecticut.
Hello, my name is Quinn Borman, representing the state of Connecticut, but I'm from South Dakota. I'd like to thank the South Dakota Boys State, my parents, and my high school principal, Eric Norton. I cast my vote for Senator Jung. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Ethan Gladue, representing the state of Connecticut. I'm from South Dakota. I'd like to thank my parents and my Boise State, especially Director Van and the city of Chicago. Could not make it here without you guys. I'd also like to thank my post for sending me and the state of Connecticut for letting me represent their state. That being said, I cast my vote for Senator Demetrius Owens.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Delaware.
My name is Seamus Oliver, representing the state of Delaware. I would like to thank my family, Salesianum School, the men of the Delaware Department of the American Legion, the counselors and participants of Delaware Boys State, specifically Coop, Chad, Robert, and Liam. With that in mind, I'll be casting my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Hello, my name is Andrew Iskander from the state of Delaware. I would like to thank my family, my school, all the members of Delaware Boys State, as well as Commander Charles Michael. With that said, I cast my ballot for Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Florida.
My name is Charlie Hasso, representing the state of Florida. I'd like to thank my parents and brothers for always encouraging me to pursue politics, the great state of Florida and the city of Pensacola for shaping me into who I am, the city of Hallandale from my boys' state, and I'm very proud to cast my vote for Ryan Jung.
Hello, my name is Max Hardin, representing Florida. I would like to thank my mom and dad and all of my siblings, as well as my grandmother. I'd like to thank Post 186 and Florida American Legion Boys State for giving me a chance. I'd also like to thank my school, Jesuit High School in Tampa, for making me the man I am today. With that in mind, I cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung of California.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Georgia.
My name is Will Pace, representing the state of Georgia, and I would like to thank my family, my parents, for supporting me throughout this journey, and I would also like to thank my local American Legion Post, as well as Georgia Boys State and Seminole County High School. With that being said, I will be casting my ballot for Senator Ryan Jung.
Hello, my name is Spencer Sullivan, representing the state of Georgia. I'd like to thank my family, especially my parents, the Georgia Boys State, especially Senior Trooper Cotton, Captain Kicklighter, and all the administration, especially those who interviewed me. I'd also like to thank American Legion Post 9, especially Lieutenant Hosbrock, for sponsoring me. And I would like now to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Idaho.
Hello, I am Nathan Badger from the beautiful gem state of Idaho. I'd first like to thank my family and their unwavering support in getting me here. I'd like to thank the Mavericks of Mountain View High School, and more specifically, Mr. Doug Hanks at American Legion Post 113 for leading me through this entire journey, as well as all the boys of the Gem Boys State and all the new men that I've met here this week. With that being said, I'd like to cast my ballot for Senator Ryan Jung.
Hello, my name is George Cecil, and I'm representing the great state of Idaho. I'd like to start by thanking my family, especially my parents, as well as my grandparents, for giving me support coming here. I'd like to thank my American Legion Post, Post 16, as well as all of Gem Boys State, especially my city of Spalding. But most of all, I'd like to give all the glory to Jesus for getting me here, because I wouldn't be here without him. With that said, I'd like to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Illinois.
Good evening. My name is Edward Garnett IV. I'm from Massachusetts, representing the great state of Illinois. First, I'd like to thank the Florence Eastman Post 280 for sponsoring me to attend here, Mark Avis of the Massachusetts American Legion for giving me this opportunity, my parents, sister, grandparents, and family friends for always being supportive, the amazing students and staff of Old Rochester Regional High School for always being there, the great members of the Boys Nation and Boys State at Massachusetts, and the good Lord above for blessing us all with this opportunity, and for our veterans for protecting us, keeping this great country free and safe, and allowing us this opportunity. Thank you, and I proudly present my vote for Senator Ryan Jung. Thank you.
Good evening. I am Michael Scoville from Massachusetts, representing the great state of Illinois, and I would like to thank my town from Massachusetts Boys State, Guadalcanal. I wouldn't be here without your help, as well as Mark Avis, the director of Massachusetts Boys State, my school for nominating me to get to Massachusetts Boys State in the first place, and most of all, my family, my father and my mother, who support me in everything I do, as well as my brother, who took on all my chores while I was here. Thank you very much, Robert. And with that said, I'd like to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senator from the District of Columbia.
I am Matthew Dowd from the District of Columbia. Before I cast my vote, I would like to thank everyone at Gonzaga College High School and everyone working to make DC Boys State a larger program in the future. I am casting my vote for Senator Demetrios Owen.
Thank you, Senator. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Indiana.
My name is Sandra McComiskey. I'm from Louisiana, representing the great state of Indiana. I'd like to thank my school for providing me with this opportunity to attend Boys State and eventually Boys Nation. I'd like to thank them for shaping me into the thinker I am today. I'd like to thank the American Legion for providing all of us with this opportunity, and I'd like to thank the veterans for their service. I'd like to thank my family for shaping me into the person I am today. I cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
My name is Senator Landon Taro, representing the great state of Indiana, born in Louisiana. Before I cast my vote, I would first off like to thank God, and I'd like to thank my family. I'd like to thank Louisiana Boys State, especially J.C. Bro, J.C. Sensei, and P.C. Ricky for getting me here and helping install some amazing core values in me. I'd like to once again thank my family, and I'd like to give a shout out to Paresh Kalaru. We miss you, buddy, and wish you were here. So with that being said, I would like to cast my vote for Senator Demetrios Owen.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Iowa.
Hello, my name is Caleb Spiers. I would like to thank my friends and family at home, especially my brother. I would like to thank Post Legion 6, and I would like to thank the people at Hawkeye Boys State, especially Stephen and Dr. Dan and Barrick 18. I'd like to thank the staff here at Boys Nation, and my vote was to Demetrios Owen.
Good evening. My name is Matthew Holmer. I'm from the gorgeous state of Iowa. First of all, I'd like to give all the credit for me being here to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'd like to say my family, or say hi to my family and thank you guys for everything, as well as Post 298. I'd also like to give a shout out to the Boys State of Iowa and Dr. Dan McClure, Mr. Carl Clapp, Mr. Crowley, as well as Kurt Meyer. Thank you guys very much. I also cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Kansas.
My name is Esteban Lamas, representing the state of Kansas, original from the state of Arkansas. I want to thank the people from Joe T. Robinson High School and the teachers that brought me here, the family of a Vietnam veteran, Michael Smith, for sponsoring me, and Cotton County from Arkansas Boys State. A la vez quiero agradecer a mi familia en Culiacán, Sinaloa, en México, a mis padres y mi familia directa que se encuentran en Little Rock, Arkansas, y a toda la comunidad hispana de la Iglesia Fellowship Español en Little Rock, Arkansas. Muchas gracias por esto, muchas gracias por esta oportunidad. My vote goes for Senator Ryan Jung.
Good evening. I'm Chad Greenway from Arkansas, representing Kansas. I would like to thank my parents, grandparents, guidance counselor, and everyone at Catholic High School in Little Rock, Harry Gray, Jennifer Kim, and the good Lord himself. With that being said, I cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Hi, I'm Senator Carter Monks from the beautiful Green Mountain state of Vermont, representing Kentucky. I would like to thank my family, mostly my parents and my grandparents, as well as Mount Abraham Union High School, and Commander Ron LaRose, who's the commander of Vermont, and my local American Legion Post 19 in Bristol, Vermont. And my vote goes for Senator Demetrius Owens.
Hello, my name is Gavin Jung. I'm from Vermont, representing Kentucky. I'm thankful that my ma and pa shaped me into the person that I am today. I'm thankful for my teachers and admin at U32, and I'm thankful for Dave Cobb and the Green Mountain State Boys State staff and admin for sending me here. I cast my vote to Dimitri Owen.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Louisiana.
Hi, I'm Quentin Mciver, representing Louisiana. First of all, I'd like to thank my family, God and Louisiana Boys State, and Nicholson Post 38 in Baton Rouge. I'd also like to thank my Episcopal family, hopefully representing y'all well. With that being said, I cast my vote for Demetrius Owens.
Hi, I'm Senator Kate Savoy from Louisiana. I'd first like to thank American Legion Post 241 for sponsoring me, my school, Turlings Catholic High School, for encouraging me to attend this transformative program, Louisiana Boys State, for instilling within me civic values in both my mind and my heart, and lastly, to my family, who helped to form the man that I am today. I'm proud to cast my vote for Senator Demetrios Owen.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Maine.
My name is Anthony Warner, and I am from North Dakota, representing the state of Maine. And I would like to thank my family, God, North Dakota American Legion Post 2, my history teacher, Mrs. Miller, for showing me how great America truly is, and I am proud to cast my vote for Demetrius Owens.
I'm Aidan Sears from North Dakota, representing Maine. I'd like to thank my school, Central Cass. I'd like to thank the American Legion. I'd like to thank the American Legion Post 15 in Castleton. And I'd like to thank my family for putting up with me over all the years. And I'd like to thank my friends for just listening to me nonstop talk about politics. I cast my vote for Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Maryland.
I'm Samir Mitri. I'm from Maryland. I'd like to thank my parents, my friends, the American Legion Maryland Department for making Maryland Boys State a thing. I'd also like to thank Post 86 for sponsoring me. And with that being said, I cast my vote for Senator Jung.
My name is Ambo Lee. I'd like to thank my counselor at Richard Montgomery High School, Post 295 for sponsoring me, and all my friends back at Maryland Boys State. I'm representing Legion City, and I'm thankful for you all for this opportunity. With that being said, I'd like to place my vote for Ryan Jung.
The chair now recognizes the senators from the great Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
My name is Andrew Zhao. I'm here representing the great Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I'd like to thank my family, Mom, Dad, Nathan. I love you. Couldn't be here without you. I'd like to thank my guidance counselor, Miss Bodie, Miss Pitcairn, Miss Kreuter, Miss Mizuguchi, other teachers and administration from my high school, Wayland High School. I'd like to thank Mr. Ruffo from Wayland American Legion post number 133. I'd like to thank Massachusetts Boys State for sponsoring me here. And I'd like to end off with casting my vote for Ryan Jung.
My name is William Hu, representing the great Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I'd like to start off by saying thank you to my parents who have supported all the way for me to come here. Secondly, I'd like to thank my school, Boston Latin School, for providing me this opportunity and sending me here. Finally, I'd like to thank Massachusetts Boys State and the American Legion for creating such a wonderful environment for me to grow and learn. With that being said, I proudly cast my vote for Senator Demetrius Owen.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Michigan.
Hi, my name is Aidan Sanders, representing Michigan. First off, I'd like to thank my American Legion post 99, my roommates from back at Boys State, my fellow Boys Staters, my fellow Boys Nationals, and my parents, my family. Thank you. And I'll be casting my vote for Ryan Jung.
My name is Cameron Cummings. I'm representing Michigan, but I'm actually from Alabama. I'd like to thank my mom and dad. I love you both. I couldn't be here without you. I'd like to thank the Huntsville Kappa League and Mr. McCann for supporting me here and getting me to go to Boys State. I'd like to thank my Boys State City 9, the Barnett Bandits, and I'd like to thank Bob Jones High School as well, and I'd like to cast my vote for Demetrius Owen. Thank you.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Minnesota.
My name is Devin Selman. I am from the great state of Minnesota. I want to start by thanking my post 577 for bringing me here into Boys State. I want to thank Boys State, especially my Winona boys there. I would also like to thank my counselors, Kyle and Gunnar Oldry, along with Adam Logaboom and Isaac Logaboom for bringing me here, and Simeon Toronto. Most of all, I want to thank my best friend Aspen and my mama. Hey, Mom. With that, I am proudly casting my vote for Demetrius Owen.
My name is Noah Lippert. I am from Minnesota. First, I'd like to thank the American Legion Post 82 from Winnebago. Then, of course, Minnesota Boys State and my boys from St. Paul. And then also some of the counselors and helpers, Peter Spangler, Joe Pravatsky, Adam Logman. I wouldn't be here without them. Of course, my favorite teacher, Mrs. Brown. And then, of course, nothing is possible without God, so everything goes up to him. And finally, I cast my vote for Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Mississippi.
Hi, I'm Patton Guest from the great state of Mississippi. I would like to start off by thanking God for allowing me to have this opportunity and my Brandon Baptist Church family. I would also like to thank my parents for their unwavering support in me, my high school, Brandon High School, and the whole entire Bulldog family. And most importantly, I would like to thank Bob Hutchins and Jeff Williams for their unwavering support and investment in me. I cast my vote for the Honorable Demetrius Owens.
My name is Andrew Borelli from the great state of Mississippi. And first off, I'd like to thank my family, of course, and my grandfather, Kenneth Taylor, for always teaching me how important U.S. history and the U.S. government was. I'd also like to thank the Legion Post in McGee, Mississippi, Post 9122, for supporting me to get to this great organization. I also like to thank the Lord for making this part of his plan for me. And I cast my vote for Demetrius Owen.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Missouri.
My
name is Camden Hill from the state of Missouri. First off, I'd like to thank God for his blessings and good grace that allowed me to get here in this moment. I'd also like to thank my family. I'd like to thank my mother, my grandmother, and everybody else who's taken care of me up to this point. And I'd really like to thank my grandmother for introducing me into politics in the first place and grabbing my interest at such an early age. I'd like to thank Missouri Boys State for selecting me to go to Boys Nation, and I'd also like to thank American Legion, and I'd like to specifically thank American Legion Post 323 out in Wentzville and Mr. David Fetch. With that being said, I cast my vote for Senator Owen.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ishan Jain from the wonderful state of Missouri. I'd like to thank my parents and my whole family for supporting me through this. And Nixa High School, all my teachers and counselors and friends for also supporting me through this. Missouri Boys State and Gambell City, Mr. Bradley, our director of Missouri Boys State, and Mr. Steve Grand, who was head of the interview committee for my Boys Nation interview. And I would like to thank the American Legion for this opportunity. And with that, I loudly and proudly cast my vote for Senator Jung. Thank you.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Montana.
Hello, I'm Cole Taylor from Montana, and I'd like to thank my mom and my dad and all my family, especially my brother, for letting me miss his wedding to be here. And I'd like to thank Post 122 out of Opine, Montana, and of course the Montana Boys State. And the American Legion Nationals for putting this on. This is pretty awesome. And I'd like to cast my vote for Demetrius Owens.
Hello, my name is Dalton Sand from Glasgow, Montana. I'd like to thank God, my family, and the American Legion Post out of Glasgow. And I'm going to cast my vote for Demetrius Owens.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Nebraska.
This is Senator Ramzan from Texas, and I would like to thank TMI Episcopal School of San Antonio, all the folks down in Texas Boys State, such as Mr. Thomas, and all my history teachers like Mr. Marks, Dr. Cook, and Dr. Murillo, and Mr. Ridewood. And I also would like to thank my parents and all the people who helped me develop here, and all those who antagonized me and supported me, because they both improved me. Thank you. And I cast my ballot for Ryan Jung. Thank you.
Howdy, I'm Hayden Mccullough from the great state of Texas representing Nebraska. First off, I'd like to thank God for all of this. I'd like to thank Mr. Hancock for nominating me. I'd like to thank the Tyler Legacy High School and my Legion Post. I want to thank the Texas Boys State peers and Legionnaires and the great state of Nebraska for giving me this opportunity. I'd like to thank my brother, my parents, and I'd like to thank John Wright for supporting me. With this, I am proud to cast my ballot for Senator Demetrius Owens.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Nevada.
Hi, my name is Leo Ketchum. I am representing the great state of Nevada. I'd just like to thank my family for allowing me to be here. I'd like to thank Mr. Bill Conrad for telling me about Boys State the day before the application was due. Still somehow got in. And I'd like to thank Post 1 from Reno, Nevada for sponsoring me to go here. And most of all, I'd like to thank Boys State, California for allowing me to be here and even allowing us in Nevada to have a program. And with that, I cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Good evening. I am Riley Gillis, Senator from the state of Nevada. First things first, I'd like to thank my family, Mr. Justin Brush for facilitating my participation here, Nevada American Legion Post 1 for sponsoring me, and the California Boys State Program for hosting me. That being said, it is my pleasure to cast my vote in support of the distinguished gentleman from California, Mr. Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of New Hampshire.
My name is Jude Farley of New Hampshire. I'd like to begin by thanking my family for always supporting me in all of my endeavors. I'd like to thank the director, assistant director, and all the staff at New Hampshire Boys State for creating an amazing experience and for making me a Boys Nation senator. And finally, I'd like to thank all of the New Hampshire Boys Staters for supporting me throughout the week and helping me get where I'm standing right now. And with that being said, I proudly cast my vote for Senator Demetrius Owen. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Senator Travis Henry from Hampstead, New Hampshire. I would like to thank Lieutenant Colonel Howie Stedman, Dairy Post 9, New Hampshire Boys State, specifically the city of Rondeville. I'd like to thank my family and my lovely girlfriend for supporting me. With that, it is my honor to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung from California. Thank you.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of New Jersey.
Good evening. My name is Sidney Werdu from New Jersey. First, I would like to thank American Legion Post 252 of Williamstown, New Jersey. Thank you for sponsoring me. I never knew that I would make it this far. Secondly, I'd like to thank God. I couldn't have done any of this without him. Thirdly, I'd like to thank my family and everybody back at home who supported me. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to thank everybody back from New Jersey Boys State, especially City 17 and Sergeant Wright for supporting me. With that being said, after a long and hard decision-making process, I'd like to proudly cast my vote for Senator Jung of California.
Hi, y'all. My name is Matthew. I'm from New Jersey. First of all, I want to thank my family, especially my parents, my sister, and my brother. Also, I want to thank my boys from Boys State, especially the counselors, Simran and Mikey, and my boy, Devin. Also, I want to thank my school, West Windsor Plainsboro High School South, and my counselor, Mrs. Rooney. But I'll be casting my vote for Senator Jung. Thank you.
The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of New Mexico.
Hi, my name is Solomon Gabara. I'm representing New Mexico. Firstly, I'd like to start off by thanking my family, most importantly my dad. I want to thank the New Mexico Boys State program. I'm really thankful for that opportunity. I'd also like to thank the New Mexico State Auditor, Brian Cullen, sorry for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I'd also like to thank the American Legion. I'd also like to thank Sandia High School, the school I'm from, and personally the principal there, Mrs. Gonzalez. And lastly, I'd like to cast my vote to Ryan Jung. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Maurice Aragon, and I'm representing New Mexico. I'd like to thank Los Lunas High School, especially Mr. Mozensky and Mr. Kern for showing me what Boys Nation was. I'd like to thank my family and my friends for supporting me throughout my time here. And I would like to cast my vote for Demetrius Owen. Thank you.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes our other senator from the District of Columbia.
Good evening. My name is Astor Liu, representing the District of Columbia. I'd like to start out by thanking my parents for their support. I'd like to thank everyone at Sidwell Friends School, American Legion Post 8 on Capitol Hill, and DC Boys State, and of course our great country, these United States. I now cast my vote for Demetrius Owen.
Thank you, Senator. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of New York.
All right, so there's a lot of people I have to thank for my ability to be here right now. First off, I want to thank my parents for always working hard and always instilling me in just great values that have led me to, have success, moderate success here at Boys Nation. I want to thank my grandmother for being the rock that has just held my family together through some very difficult times. I want to thank my grandfather who is looking down on me today from heaven. He passed away, and he was a great influence on my life. I want to thank the Amity Post in Bay Ridge on 78th Street between 3rd and 4th, Post 7119. I also want to thank Fort Hamilton High School, Our Lady of Angels Roman Catholic Church, all of my elected officials from Bay Ridge and from Brooklyn who have inspired me to come here and strive to be a public official. Now, this was a very difficult decision for me, as both these candidates are men of integrity and honor, but I'm going to cast my vote for Dimitrios Owen.
My name is Chang, and I'm representing the great state of New York. First, I'd like to thank Kevin Hathorn from the New York Boys State program, who was instrumental in helping me become a senator from New York. I'd like to thank my parents for all of their support and encouragement throughout the whole process, and my wonderful girlfriend, who's been my rock throughout this entire week. With that, I'm proud to cast my vote for Dimitrios Owen.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of North Carolina.
Hi, my name is Robert Stockham from North Carolina, Shelby. I wanted to first off thank Post 82 for helping me come on my way here. I wanted to thank all of the wonderful people from Boys State, including Doug, Jerry, Alex, and JC, and of course Jackson, Auden, and Colin. I wanted to thank all my wonderful friends and family back home because I love them so much. I really appreciate them, and they've really helped me on my way here. And yeah, I voted for Dimitrios Owen.
All right. Hello, I'm Zachary Marr, Tar Heel State. I would like to thank Post 82 from Shelby, North Carolina, for sponsoring me to come to this wonderful trip. This has been a great experience. I'd like to also thank my entire family, especially my mom, late mom. I'd also like to thank my JROTC program from Burns High School, and I would also like to thank my entire family yet one more time because they are my rock, including my wonderful girlfriend. With that being said, this is a really easy vote for me. I'd like to cast my vote to Senator Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of North Dakota.
My name is Kirsten Ergens. I'm from North Dakota. First of all, I'd like to thank my mom for always encouraging me to stick to the things that I'm good at and also, more importantly, stick to the things that I enjoy and love and stick to my passions. I'd like to thank my dad for shaping me into the young man that I am today, crafting my ideals and my respect. I'd like to thank Lloyd Spetz Post number 1 for sponsoring my trip to Boys State. I'd like to thank my English teacher for initially sending me the letter recommending me to go to Boys State. I would like to thank Staff Counselor Josh Jeffers for being the one who finally convinced me to attend Boys State and the one who pushed me all along the way to fight for Boys Nation. And I would like to thank my lovely girlfriend for always being there for me, being my emotional support and pushing me along all the way. Today I would like to cast my vote for Dimitrios Owen.
My name is Ryland Baillov. I'm from North Dakota. I'd like to thank my mom and my dad for always pushing me to be a better person and to push my beliefs. I would also like to thank my beautiful girlfriend, Jersey Johnson. I'd also like to thank my American Legion sponsor, Gary Eiligson, and the Magic City Post of 26. I'd like to say thank you to Neil Linton, the director of Boys State in North Dakota. I'd also like to say a thank you to Dawson and Kyler. Lastly, second to last, I'd like to say thank you to Andrew Bush, who really helped me throughout the school year. And I think the most importantly, I'd like to say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who helped me along this way. I wouldn't be here without him. Thank you.
And your vote, Senator.
I cast my vote for Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Ohio.
I'm Braden Timms, representing the great state of Ohio. Firstly, I'd like to thank my parents. I'd also like to thank Medina High School, in particular my debate teacher, Mr. Quaid, for sparking my interest in politics, as well as our civics department, including Mrs. Sissimus, Mr. Jack. And I would also like to thank Legion Post 202 for sponsoring me. I would like to thank Mrs. Parker for actually telling me about this program. And I would like to thank Buckeye Boys State, Judge Dunn, as well as the selection committee and the staff at Buckeye Boys State. With that, I would like to cast my vote for Senator Jung.
Good evening. My name is Cooper Bircheye, and I am a senator from the great state of Ohio. I'd first like to thank my parents, Dan and Angela, for teaching me my values, morals, and my way of learning. I'd like to thank my great high school, Lake High School of Hartville, Ohio, and all my teachers, friends, and the great Model United Nations program, all of its members and leadership. I'd like to thank Legion Post 436 of North Canton, Ohio, and all of the Legionnaires there who supported me. At Buckeye Boys State, I'd like to thank all of the counselors who mentored me and taught me how to be a great leader. And I'd like to thank all the Legionnaires who selected me to move on to Boys Nation. At Boys Nation, I'd like to thank all of the counselors, the Legionnaires, and all of the American Legion staff who has helped us all to become better senators. Finally, I'd like to thank all of the unsung heroes of this program, the janitors, the kitchen staff, all of the employees of Miami of Ohio, and Marymount University. And finally, I'd like to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung of California. Thank you.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Oklahoma.
Hello, my name is William Plank from the great state of Oklahoma. First, I would like to thank my mom, my dad, my stepfather, and my stepmother, and my entire family for supporting me through this whole process. Next, I would like to thank Director Corey Brooks and Director Clay Ballinger, who have allowed me to come to Boys Nation, as well as Commander Kunze, Counselor Beard, and all of the members and counselors from Oklahoma Boys State. I'd also like to thank Ben Brandt and Thomas LeBlanc from the Tulsa Police Explorers Program for shaping my ideals and beliefs. And lastly, thank the great high school, Booker T. Washington High School, for shaping, again, my ideals and beliefs. And lastly, I would like to cast my ballot for Ryan Jung. Thank you.
Jacob Kilty, representing the great state of Oklahoma. I'd first like to thank my family for volunteering me to go to the Oklahoma Boys State program. I'd next like to thank my debate coach, Coach K, for giving me the skills that I need to succeed at a program like Boys Nation. Next, I'd like to thank Oklahoma Boys State for putting on a fantastic Boys State program and nominating me for Boys Nation. I'd like to thank Bloxham City from Oklahoma Boys State for nominating me to the selection process for Boys Nation. I'd like to thank the American Legion for putting on a fantastic program. I'd like to thank all the Legion staff for being as kind as they have this past week. And finally, I'd like to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Oregon.
Hello, my name is Tim Jing from California, representing Oregon, and I would like to thank my parents and my sister for supporting me throughout this entire process. I would also like to thank Mr. Jeff Rose from American Legion Post 99, as well as my high school. I would also like to thank California Boys State, Oregon Boys State, and also the entirety of the American Legion for offering me this amazing opportunity to grow and learn. Thank you. And I would like to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Hi, my name is Ethan Arnold. I'm Senator from Oregon, representing Oregon from California. I want to thank my mom and dad, my grandma, my grandfather, my little brother Holden for being my best friend. I want to thank my homies from back home, Keon, Braden, Joey. I love you guys. I want to thank the state of California for being my home. I want to thank the very handsome Tim Apadara for helping me through this program in California Boys State. I want to thank my boys from the city of Lutz, California, Boys State, my friends, Weston and Ryan, and I'd like to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung. Thank you.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Hello, I'm Cole Bosler, and I would like to start off by saying thank you to my mom and dad who have shaped me into the amazing young man I am today. My little sister Alyssa, my grandma and grandpa. I'd like to thank Belgrade High School and Belgrade Post 30. I would like to thank Montana Boys State for nominating me to go here, and I'd like to give a special shout out to Granite City, Stein, and Purple Boy. I would like to thank Pennsylvania for footing the bill for me to go here, and I want to just give a special thank you to all the friends, family, and teachers who have brought me all along the way here. I'd like to graciously cast my vote for Demetrius Owens. Oh.
My name is John Chadwell. I'm from Montana and representing Pennsylvania. First and foremost, I would like to thank God, our Heavenly Father. Now, I would like to thank Tony Coppola, my history teacher, and the American Legion Post 99 for sponsoring me. I would like to thank Montana Boys State and Department Leader Greg Pohl. I would like to thank the American Legion, all the veterans, and Boys Nation, and all the staff. I would like to thank the Keystone State, Pennsylvania, and the department, and Frank Abbott. And I would like to thank my parents, my family, my friends, my grandparents, and everyone who's supported me. Thank you. Trustfully, I cast my ballot for Senator Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Rhode Island.
My name is Davion Bellinger. I'm representing Rhode Island. I'm from South Carolina. First, want to thank God. Thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for being just awesome. Next, want to thank the director of the Department of Boys State, South Carolina, Stephen Lewis. Steve. Thank you to my mom, my dad, my girlfriend Jabrasia, all of my family. Thank you to all of you guys for being so kind. Thank you for Mr. Chung for beating me and saving me from political slaughter with Demetrius. I appreciate it. Because I would have got destroyed. And I vote Ryan. Yeah.
My name is Walker Green. I represent the state of Rhode Island, but I'm from South Carolina. I want to thank my family, thank my girlfriend. I want to thank Pendleton High School, South Carolina. I'd like to thank the program Palmetto Boys State, as well as Director Steve Lewis and Reverend Sinclair Lewis. And I would like to, thank American Legion Post 113. With that, I cast my vote for Senator Demetrius Owen.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of South Carolina.
I'm Senator Emmett O'Brien of the great state of South Carolina. I would like to thank all my friends back home. I'd like to thank my family. Y'all did your best with me. I would like to thank all the members and staff of Palmetto Boys State, especially my boys in the city of Saluda. I would like to thank the teachers and staff at Beaufort High School. I'd like to thank everyone who's representing Rhode Island and Will, who's representing South Carolina with me. And I would like to thank whoever it is that refills the vending machines. I proudly cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung of California.
Hello, my name is William Sander. I'm representing the beautiful state of South Carolina. First, I'd like to thank my family. Second, I'd like to thank everyone at my high school, Nation Ford High School, especially my band director. Thank you, Mr. Linkus, for letting me skip band camp. I'd like to thank Director Lewis and everyone at Palmetto Boys State. I'd like to thank my local Legion Post 43. And finally, I'd like to thank the rest of the South Carolina delegation. Thank you for making this amazing. I humbly cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of South Dakota.
Hi, I'm Blake Stark. I would like to thank South Dakota American Legion Boys State, especially Caleb Wieland for helping me get here, and Tori Schaefer for also helping me. And then I'd also like to thank the Hartford American Legion Post 118 for sending me to Boys State. I'd like to thank my family, and I'd also like to thank my band director for letting me skip band camp this week. And I proudly vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
John Costello from South Dakota. First, I'd like to thank all my family, my teachers, and all my coaches. I'd like to give a special thanks to American Legion Post 15 in Sioux Falls and South Dakota Boys State for giving me the opportunity to go to Boys Nation. And also a special thanks to Caleb Wieland for shaping me who I am today at Boys State.
And your vote, Senator.
I cast my vote for Demetrius.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Senator Jackson Smith of Tennessee. I'd like to start by thanking American Legion Post 104 of Sevier County and Post 202 of Gatlinburg. I'd like to thank Gatlinburg-Pittman High School, especially their guidance, the guidance department, Mr. Bohannon, Ms. Cantrell, Ms. Potter, Ms. Sims, and I'd like also there Dr. Franklin, my band director. I'd like to thank my family, and I am casting my vote for Ryan Jung.
Hello, I am Senator Jake Officer from Tennessee. I would like to thank Sparta American Legion Post number 99, my high school, White County High School, my family and my beautiful girlfriend, and most importantly, the God Almighty above for allowing me to be here. I cast my vote for Demetrius Owen.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Texas.
My name is Thomas Davies, representing the great state of Texas. I would like to thank the American Legion Peter J. Coursey Post 178. I would like to thank Wakeland High School. I would like to thank my family for always supporting me. I would like to thank God. And I would also like to thank Mrs. Bowden and the DFW World Affairs Council. On the off chance they also see this, I would like to thank the entirety of the Texas Boys State Federalist Party leadership team, and I would like to thank Ahmad El-Bultegi. I'm going to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Hello, I am Senator Jonathan Akini from Texas. I would like to thank my American Legion Post 71 in Denton, Texas. I would like to thank my high school, Geyer High School. I would like to thank my family and friends, and I would like to thank the staff at Texas Boys State and at Boys Nation. I proudly cast my vote for Senator Demetrius Owen from the state of Virginia.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Utah.
Hello, my name is Roman Schlichter, representing the state of Utah. I would like to thank the individuals at Boys State who voted for me to be here and believed in my ability to represent Utah. I ballot for Demetrius Owen.
Hello, I'm Noah Garcia, representing the state of Utah. I would like to thank everyone who helped me and tolerated me along the way, including everyone at Utah Boys State who voted for me, all of my counselors at Utah Boys State, all of my friends and family, my high school, New Ames, and the God above. I cast my vote for Ryan Jung of California.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Vermont.
Hi, I'm Simon Rosenbaum from the great state of Vermont. First, I'd like to thank my mom and dad and my grandparents for giving me a love of civics. I'd also like to thank my history teacher at the Vermont Commons School for teaching me all about U.S. history and instilling in me deep patriotism. I'd like to thank Green Mountain Boys State for getting me here, as well as especially Director Dave Cobb and my counselor Dave Roselle. Without further ado, I'd like to cast my vote for Demetrius Owens.
Hello, my name is Wyatt Luce. I'm representing Vermont, and I would first like to thank all the administrators at Boys State, Vermont for creating an experience like no other, especially Dylan McNamara. I'd also like to thank my mother and father and greater extended family, without whom I would not be the person I am today. I would like to thank Robert Hall for always pushing me. I would like to thank the entire debate team of Colchester High School. And I would also like to thank Thomas Buckley for sticking with me no matter our differences. Oh, and I would also like to thank the kind staff at the airport that I arrived at, without whom I would not have my luggage.
Senator, your vote, please.
I would like to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the gentleman from the great Commonwealth of Virginia.
Γεια μαμά, ευχαριστώ που με βοήθησες να φτάσω μέχρι εδώ, παρόλο που έχασα. I want to thank American Legion Post 176 in Springfield, Virginia. Thanks for nominating me and into Boys State. And I want to thank Rick Ortel, Jean Burdett, Scott Madeira, and Colin Leaf for making it possible for me to come and attend Boys Nation. Thank you all for helping me, and I cast my vote for Demetrius Owen.
Hi, my name is Caleb Quill, and I'm representing the Commonwealth of Virginia. I would like to thank God, my family, Woodson High School, Counselor Elizabeth Walter, American Legion Post 177, Chairman Michael Kimlick, Virginia Boys State, Counselor Fargo Wells, Chairman Rick Ortel, and last but not least, the best city of Nimitz. I humbly cast my vote for Senator Demetrius Owen.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Washington.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Quinn Mciver. I'm from Maryland, representing the great state of Washington. I'd like to thank American Legion Post 31 for sponsoring me on this amazing journey, Maryland Boys State for giving me this opportunity, the teachers at Carroll County Career and Technology Center, and Winters Mill for teaching me to be creative, Civil Air Patrol for teaching me to be confident myself, and my family for giving me the love for this country. And I'd like to cast my ballot for the Honorable Demetrius Owens of Virginia.
Hello, my name is Hector Thompson. I'm representing Washington State, hailing from the state of Maryland. I would like to thank my mom and dad and all my friends from Washington section for always having my back. I'd also like to thank Maryland Boys State and American Legion Post 7 for sponsoring me, and most importantly, all of you senators, JCs, and counselors who has made this experience truly amazing. I would like to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of West Virginia.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ryan Lund, representing the state of West Virginia, hailing from the state of Minnesota. First off, I would like to thank everyone from Legion Post 172 in Osseo Maple Grove. I would then like to thank West Virginia Boys State, along with Director Davies, for giving me this opportunity, as well as all of Minnesota Boys State, Director Oldry, Counselors Adam and Joe, as well as the amazing city of Rochester. I would like to thank my family, specifically my grandpa, for giving me this opportunity. I'd like to thank my beautiful girlfriend and my friends, and I now cast my vote for Demetrius Owen.
Hello, my name is Sam Buin, representing the state of West Virginia, but originally hailing from the state of Minnesota. I would first like to thank the Boys State of West Virginia and Director Davis for making it possible for me to come here, as well as the Boys State of Minnesota and Director Oldry there as well. And then I would like to thank the counselors Sam and Al from Minnesota Boys State for nominating me to go attend Boys Nation. I would like to thank my dad for getting me interested in politics, and my mom and the rest of my family for always supporting me. I would like to thank my friends and my friends as well for always supporting me. I cast my vote for the Senator Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. The chair now recognizes the senators from the great state of Wisconsin.
I'm Senator Graham Kurtzinger from the great state of Oklahoma, representing Wisconsin. I'd first like to thank my family for supporting me in my crazy idea to join the military. I'd also like to support former Senator, Commander of the Navy, Director Emeritus Corey Brooks, Sergeant Christopher Aguero, and Clay Ballinger from the unrivaled Oklahoma Boys State for truly making the greatest week in my life. I'd also like to thank my fellow city council members, Tyann, Garrett, and Ethan from City of Excellence, Smith City. I'd like to thank all the veterans who have come before us to secure the freedoms that we know today. I'd also like to thank the people that I've traded pens with who probably learned within the first 10 seconds of meeting me that I'm from Oklahoma and want to go to West Point. And finally, I'd like to thank the Lord Jesus Christ in heaven for securing blessings for me that I never could have imagined or understood. Thank you, and I cast my vote for Senator Demetrio Owens.
Hello, my name is Vance Comfort from the state of Oklahoma, representing Wisconsin. I would like to first thank American Legion Post 2 in Collinsville, Oklahoma, for allowing me the opportunity to be here. I'd like to thank Senator Corey Brooks and Mr. Clay Ballinger for their recommendation for me to be here. I'd like to thank everybody at Oklahoma Boys State for supporting me. I'd like to thank everybody here, all my friends here, for supporting me. I'd like to thank the Hancock family back home for giving me constant prayers and love throughout this time, and also my family for realizing that I can come to not only 1, but 2 weeks that can shape a lifetime. I'd like to cast my vote for Senator Ryan Jung.
Thank you, Senators. Finally, last but not least, the chair recognizes the senators from the great state of Wyoming.
Hi, I'm Aidan Coberley from Wyoming. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, and my sister for their endless support. I'd like to thank my grandparents, the whole town of Upton, all the coaches, teachers, and staff from Upton High, my local Legion Post, Duke Ottoman, and I'd like to thank the good Lord. I wouldn't be here without him. He paved the way, so I walked the path. I would now like to cast my vote for Demetrius Owen. Go Pokes.
I'm Senator Taylor Stevens from the beautiful state of Wyoming. First, I'd like to thank my family, and then my Legion Outpost, number 19, that sponsored me. And I'd like to thank my school and Wyoming Boys State, especially the counselors, Caden and Sam and Stephen. And I'm thankful for the boys that voted us here. I'm grateful for the chance to be here and for the wonderful staff at Marymount that has taken great care of us. And I like to cast my vote for Ryan Jung. Go Pokes.
Thank you, Senators. Appreciate your patience. At this time, please join me in congratulating your 2021 American Legion Boys Nation President, President-elect Ryan Jung from California.